Deep in primordial swamps, life thrived in a world utterly dependent on water.
Yet, an unseen force began to reshape existence, challenging life's very foundations.
Slowly, imperceptibly, the life-giving waters began their retreat, an ecological shift. What was once a fertile basin now hardened, signaling a drastic, undeniable change.
With each passing moment, the breath of life grew heavier, oxygen fading.
Slowly, imperceptibly, the life-giving waters began their retreat, an ecological shift.
The great swamp, a cradle of life, fractured into isolated pockets of despair. The sun, once a gentle giver of warmth, transformed into a relentless, unforgiving adversary.
Vegetation, unable to adapt, withered and died, a stark symbol of loss. Across the fractured landscape, life found itself cornered, facing an inevitable end.
The ancient winds, once carrying moisture, now brought the desert's relentless breath. The sands of time, driven by relentless winds, began to bury the aquatic past. Against the harsh new world, life took its first arduous crawl, defying its watery past. Every muscle screamed in protest. Gravity, a new, relentless foe, pulled it down. The aquatic lungs, once perfect, now twisted and collapsed, useless in this new world. Despite the agony, an innate will to live pushed it forward, a silent declaration. The desperate journey culminated in a collapse, a moment balanced between life and death. The ancient breathing system, perfected over eons, had reached its absolute limit.
Deep within, a new mechanism stirred. The skeletal frame began to reshape itself.
Each breath was a searing lesson, a painful adaptation to a world without water. Slowly, painstakingly, a new rhythm took hold, the beat of a terrestrial heart. The sun's relentless assault continued, threatening to desiccate its fragile, exposed flesh. Deep within, a revolutionary lipid shield began to assemble, trapping precious internal water.
The new skin became a fortress, efficiently guarding every vital, precious drop of water.
With each passing day, its resilience grew, defying the desert's relentless challenges.
Even with new defenses, the desert's invisible enemy, dehydration, waged an internal war.
The arid world spawned new hunters and the hunted, forging a brutal, intricate balance.
Survival became a dance between the searing sun and the perilous, cooling night.
Inside, a complex alchemy unfolded. Every drop of water was recycled, repurposed, invaluable. To conquer land fully, life needed to sever its final ties. Reproduction, unbound from water.
Within its leathery walls, a miniature ocean nurtured new life, shielded from the harsh world. No longer bound to water, new generations could now claim the vast, arid continents.
Then, after eons of struggle, a new chapter began. The moment of emergence.
From one brave ancestor, a myriad of new forms exploded, claiming every niche.
Complex ecosystems flourished. The silent scream of evolution had become a vibrant chorus.
From humble beginnings, an explosion of forms arose, shaping the very face of the planet. Millions of years later, their descendants still roam, echoes of ancient triumphs.
Today, our planet faces a new aridity, driven by forces far swifter than ancient shifts. We study their journey, seeking lessons for our own future as dry lands expand. From ancient swamps to global deserts, evolution's silent scream echoes across time.
The legacy of a desperate fish, forever etched in the shifting sands of a changing world.